him. He was gonna kill me anyways.
So here we are. I just got in at why the hell is there treasure chests in the middle? Okay.
Yeah, there's all the chests are in the middle where it's the hardest to get to.
Yeah. They're joining in the middle of a match, and I think everyone is sucking. Oh yeah, generally everyone is sucking except Rando. So. Well, right now. Now, if I see the matchup here, actually, it's actually a pretty good map for Yuki, so I'm kind of not surprised. But here, it's only around chapter 13, so we're pretty early in the game so far, and sometimes you just get, you just take a while to think, and it's like, I don't know what I want to do. I just need to like run and see there's no yellow panels. It's like, okay, I'm screwed anyway. So you're gonna stop there and whatever. Okay, I don't know if that's a good call, but kind of see how this turns out. And you see here, and it's pretty much a productive move. Just a heal, I guess. Well, nothing really happening there. Let's see what Cupid does here. Did it fall fate to the seagulls? 2. Okay, fine. I mean, the 2 isn't so bad. You can just evade that easily. And so Yuki is about... There's no one behind Yuki, so I think he's just gonna take that. Gonna take that level up, and so it's like No Name's turn. It's there's no boss yet, so he doesn't really get much of out of his hyper at the moment. But he is lagging behind his stars a lot, so he's gotta do something to get that up. But no, for ours turn, you can see that everyone has around 3 cards, so you just got to do something about that. Right now, Battlefield is the active, so there's not really much yellow panels to go about here. So just gonna go move it. He probably does not want to be in front of Yuki. So you're just gonna take advantage and stop here. Just gonna defend yourself and just buy some time, I guess. Okay, so we have Cupid alone up in there, like, because she has no friends, and so she basically stops in that palm tree over there. But now Yuki just, Yuki's being very polite / not polite, so she just stops there and waits for everyone to walk in front of her. So anyway, like, Aru probably wants to get out of there because there's 2 attackers right in front of her. So it's like she has force, but okay, so she's gonna take advantage of that instead for Yuki's negative values. Let's see where this gets us. That is really not a good roll for us. Like, oh, but he tries to evade anyway, which is kind of funny. So that's a weird decision on Yuki's part, but then it worked out well anyway in the R's favor. So that's gonna set Yuki back a bit, but since she is going for wins, her only disadvantage is that she's losing some turns, but that's not too big. Meanwhile, Cupid failed to kill a chicken. So no need to go beelines towards his base, and so we're now he's in level 3, and Aru needs some catching up. Although Aru does have enough stars for next level, so she just needs a better roll for now. Which it's kind of hilarious because okay, so it's Christmas time despite all the excess cards. So you see that you kind of want to use it anyway. So now it does have a huge star advantage. She just needs to probably land on a home base, which she just did. So let's see where this gets us next time. Now it's Cupid's turn. Let's see, like, she still has no friends, and she'll probably just move into a 1 or a 2. So let's see here. I mean, she's using like a really horrible mask, so you should probably not take her seriously. And does have 4 cards, like with all the, depending on how many times Aru uses her hyper, there could be some weird stuff going here. Oh, but Scrambled Eve Okay, depending on who has their hyper now, it could really change things. Although, now that I think about it, right now only Aru's and QP's hypers have value. So it's possible that QP using that means she didn't need to keep anything. So see how this turns out. And now Yuki catches up to Aru, which is usually a bad sign for Aru, so she needs to really get out of there. It does take 4 damage, so. Yuki going on aggressive again, like typical Yuki. This is why no one likes you. So everyone's still piling up. So like just from the past 3 chapters, 3 of them are piling up in a single home base. Meanwhile, QP still has no friends. And right now, No Name is being. No Name is just waiting for someone to get to level 4 so that she can probably do things that he shouldn't be doing. Oh, he's in the middle, so if he rolls a 1, oh no, he rolls a 6 anyway. So good. Oh, that does give her like a lot of space to move. So she does get to level 4 now. Oh, Yuki at level 4, so a boss right here now. And depending on if No Name can draw his hyper like immediately or something, he can really do some stuff from here on out. But right now he's still lagging behind in terms of stats. Meanwhile, Cupid gets like a hyper he's probably not used to against anyone, so whatever. So we go for. So he's contemplating which move does he want to make. He has Aru in that, but he decides to do that anyway. So it's like, okay, take out the Seagull for just 1 win, so finally gets 1 on the board. He is going for Stars Norma though, and he does have enough just for his next Norma, except his own home base is like in the other side, and he has Melting Memories here, and I'm not sure why he did that because everyone has no cards, so I guess you just. Oh wait, no, Yuki has no cards. Oh, whatever. Not really that expensive, but still, okay. It does make, it's kind of a bit too canon if QP hunts Yuki down, so. I don't know, I just want that to happen. Meanwhile, Yuki kills his chicken. Something that QP can't do. So. See here, No Name's contemplating and just like 5 spaces away. Oh, when he draws two cards from the deck with Passionate Research, so he's really gonna do a lot of damage here. Decides not to use anything this time. Aru evades and see what rolls here. Oh, he's only got a 2, so like defend and it's an alright game. No Name only got 1 damage and oh. Aru only gets to move 3 spaces away from No Name, so you gotta be careful. Just roll a 1 though, so Seagull. Zor's a 5! This is never what you ever want to see when you fight a Seagull, but then, you know, it's a battlefield map.
Well, I mean, Jonathan usually rolls 7, so.
Yeah, but so
this
it's like.
Is a little bit lower than normal.
Yeah, but it's still pretty bad, so it's like, nah. So the Seagull takes around 60 stars from Aru, and whoever gets the Seagull will get actually a 60 bonus for this time. Meanwhile, QP still has no friends, and so Yuki either decides to draw a card or draws a hyper. So it just draws a card anyway, and so more long distance shots. Not sure like people are shooting each other in the back. So No Name is about.
Oh, oops.
No Name can actually go somewhere, but he couldn't go to his home base just yet because he's lacking 1 star for a Norma. I forgot exactly what he lost that for, but
I used a long distance shot, which cost 5 stars.
Oh yeah, it did cost 5 stars.
But that wasn't my home anyways, so.
Yeah, so we weren't expecting it. Oh, so Yuki uses an extend, so it's like, I guess when you're battling for wins, it does make sense because you don't want to lose as much turns as you do. Although right now he did pick Stars Norma, so let's see here. The No Name turns is like 4 spaces away from own base.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, so he uses the scrap. What do you call this? I forgot the name of the type. Where's that gift?
Present
for you. Okay. This is a present for you. It's like, which in tandem with the Scrambled Eve earlier, it gives him a lot of stars, so like that's gonna be... Okay, so Super All-Out mode activates here, and I don't think QP's stack will ever run out anyway. So let's see here. Oh, see? It will never reach anyone, so we're fine there.
QP has no friends.
QP has no friends. See, and now Yuki gets to run away 5 spaces away, which means QP wants to reach her. She needs a 6 roll. Stopping there, and with the turn of events, because of that very well placed present for you, No Name is actually the only one with 3-digit stars at the moment. So QP will dash and get an 11, so will we finally have friends? Oh yeah, he actually has friends.
Why?
Okay.
Why do you attack Aru? You should have attacked Yuki with his -1 and.
Oh well, I guess.
Oh okay, I guess that's why.
So she pulls out. It pulls out
Pay respects. Press F to pay respects.
All right, so Aru gets nuked by the boss because of No Name's hyper, and then QP uses Arbits to defend himself against whatever Yuki's gonna throw, which is a 10 actually, which is a really high number, so that's really bad. Okay. I don't know, like it was actually a good move, but I don't know. Trying to hunt a Yuki with that has a super all-out mode stock is kind of dangerous. So it's like I guess it was an all-in
Yuki, are you gonna attack me? What, you little
drops
punk?
anyway, but if Yuki actually chose Wince Norma right now, it would have been a good call, but due to the situation earlier, he kind of just picked stars out of nowhere, so it kind of makes sense. I mean, there's still a few enemies with a lot of stars in the red panel, so depending on who gets that, someone can really still pull the game back. So right now, No Name is super all-out mode is out for not kill the Robo Ball. It rolls a 5 and okay, so just 1 damage. It's like fortunate for that roll because of normally when critters roll 6s, it's really bad. So now QP is back to having no friends, but he does land on a heal that he doesn't need. So
QP never had any friends in the first place.
True.
Santa's merely acquaintances.
Santa's a myth. Whatever. Okay, so Yuki lands on another base that she cannot take advantage of. So now No Name is gonna dash out of there for level 5. So No Name has exactly 120 stars for that. So that was at level 5. He's at level 5, and right now Yuki is training behind him. So let's see this. Oh, he gets warp in the middle, and he gets the 1. So he finally gets the gold chest instead of the blue chest. So now QP does get a +2 on the win side. So it's unfortunate that he still has stars normal, but what can you do at that point? Right now you
Wait, does the golden chest give wins too?
No, it just the ×2 panel gives you 2 wins.
Oh, okay.
No Name walks over and decides to not go for the boss. He rolls a 1 against the Robo Ball, and then the Robo Ball was a 2. I don't know, 1 defend. Okay, nothing much happening there. Meanwhile, Yuki has like 70 stars, probably because he's beat like something. So now he runs into a Shifu robot, rolls a 6, which is relatively low number, but he still receives 3 damage, which kind of pretty hurts. Oh, he lands exactly on a 3, so that's the second level 5 we have, and Yuki does have the star advantage here. So let's see where this gets us.
Oh.
And now No Name lands on a Shifu robot panel, and then he gets rolled on a 7, and then is transformed into a pot. He does have a home near him, but his own home is right behind him, so it's gonna take a while before he can recover that, unless he rolls a 1 here.
Or a 2, actually. 1 or a 2 will get me back to a home.
So it's like that's around a 1/3 chance to transform back, which is actually like what just happened. So at least she's not there, but Yuki is right in front of her home base and it's like 4 stars away. So we can see what this gets us, unless someone has anything to warp back there. Yuki has a really high chance of winning this one. R chooses not to pursue the boss. QP is still moving slow as molasses. Alright, Yuki's at 202 and plants a trap and lands a 4. Either now he has to pick between a boss panel and a drop panel. Depending on what Yuki chooses, it could cost him his win here. So let's see where this gets us. Goes for the boss instead. He's confident that the boss won't take him out. So let's see what gets us. Okay, defend 6 on the 6. Rolls an 8 though, so that's the oh no! Now the Shifu robot has like over 100 stars in stacks, and Yuki's down, and well, that's just how OJ goes. I don't know if he's deciding on this. It's taking a while to. Okay. So right now, it seems that No Name is still 50 away from another present for you card here. So wasn't enough to get a level 5, but still pretty near. Yubi goes for a dash and gets a 5 anyway. It's a chicken, probably won't kill. Oh, it does kill for the first time. Okay. So Yuki gets a mileage out of his extents. Like he's now in front of his base, but he doesn't have the stars to take advantage of it just yet. No Name has 5 cards in his hand, so he can do whatever, I guess.
Sit back down, Rando.
Okay, so Magical Massacre right now. That does give him a stack of two revive rolls. So he was willing to sacrifice all those stars just to get those extra ones. So right now, although there is a very small gap between Yuki's and No Name stars, but Yuki has to sit down until he revives, so... Right now he rolls a 6.
You get stars back exponentially fast, so I'll get those stars back really quickly.
Rolls 6, and now Cupid actually doesn't. Goes out the hyper mode. Oh, and rolls a 6 anyway. Okay, so he produces back to a pot now. No Name has a 1/3 chance to go back into. Oh, but he doesn't. Will Cupid finally actually backstab someone? Let's see this here. Like Cupid's move here. Let's see him roll a 4. Okay. That means he's gonna pursue the pot. And just gonna pursue the pot and we can get. Oh, okay. So he used to use his hyper. That time to not have your hyper mode here and then roll a 4 and need to defend. Oh, actually evade. So that's actually pretty funny. That's a huge risk and actually it paid off. So it's like he has 2 HP, which is actually 100% more than 1 HP. So that's actually pretty good. He lands exactly on the blue base, which does turn him back into No Name. And now Ara has to choose between battling and boss yet again. Uses an I'm on fire, and then rolls a 2 anyways. I think a chicken rolls a 5 on her. That's not gonna be good, especially with a 2 -2.
Master dead, come on. You can do this, roll 4.
Defend to guarantee survival, and Battlefield is down. Cloud of Seagulls straight into Yuki. Rolls a 1. Goes into the move panel, rolls a 6. Rolls a 6, will she risk it? Which actually goes for No Name instead of Yuki and wants Magnum. Oh no, it's forced to evade. Oh, she gets her 2 anyway, so no. It's not meant to be. So now No Name uses a very, very well placed pudding. Gets him back to full life, but now he has to choose between a drop panel or a boss panel. Actually chooses to battle Yuki instead. Let's see, Yuki has 3 cards, No Name has 1 card. Let's see what this gets us. Oh, he chooses to go for an Arbitz. Ends in a 4 and 4. And then it rolls a 5 anyway, so that's like instant pot. Meanwhile, Lanai is trash talking everyone in the chat, so. Now he's gonna dash again. Oh, so many dashes being used here. And he rolls a 4 anyway, so that's kind of a productive dash. Rolls a 3 for that yellow panel. Aru is more than enough for a level 5 right now, so she probably needs that. This is a pudding again. Oh, what? There's a lot of pudding, and then it drops 2. Okay. Okay, so loading spot actually.
Couldn't you have rolled a 6 or something?
Loading spot actually now he has to decide whether he wants to go ahead in front of Yuki or battle Yuki now. Right now it's like it's heavily not in his favor, so it's the okay. Yuki's there not to die here. And then Yuki rolls a 3 anyway. Oh, but rolls a 1. Oh well. So now Yuki's back in a good position because once the new chapter comes up, she will have more than 200 stars. Her own base is behind her though, so there's still a good chance to chase her down here. Meanwhile, QB will once again roll a 1 for her move. Now he rolls a 3 exactly into the base because that's what always happens. I shouldn't have expected less. See, this is why sometimes you don't. He still has no friends. Well, this time they're going to select the clover field, and it was actually pretty generous field events. They're all field events that give positive effects to everyone, so let's see what happens here. Reminder that clover field is actually a pretty small field, but it's strangely arranged in such a way that the off path usually gets you on the other off path. So depending on how you want to move in this panel, in this map, it's gonna be pretty weird. Getting into it, we have a Mark, we have a Danger, we have a Mixed Popo, we have a Yuki, and we have a Kai on the field. So it's kind of weird because Mixed Popo is in a Mixed Popo is hyper playstyle is good in this map, but against these other 3 characters, that's gonna be pretty difficult. Moves are 1 anyway, so straight to the chicken. Rolls a 1 for the attack, and now the chicken rolls a 1 back. To evade, so pretty productive move there. But Yuki decides to go for a chapter 1 nuke. Rolls a 1 anyways, roll a 3, and Mark evades! Wow! Okay. And then deals 3 damage to Yuki. Now Yuki rolls a 5 against the chicken and takes it out. Okay. So I guess it wasn't completely bad, but now Yuki's down to 2 HP and it's just chapter 1. You know, Mark places a trap somewhere just in front of Yuki's base. And easy to move away out of the way more chickens, but this time chicken lives and rolls a 1. Okay, so good evade. Popo is at the mercy of both Mark and it rolls a 1. This looks like she's behind Kai by like 2 spaces. And now Yuki decides to go in front of Mark, surprisingly. So not afraid by the fact that he has a really huge HP disadvantage there, but I guess it is just chapter 2, so you can afford to take more risks for now. It's another trap. It's only chapter 2, there are already 2 traps on the field, and the seagull rolls a 5 against Kai, is defended and doesn't take her out, but it does reduce her to 1 HP. And now Mark tries to take out Yuki here and rolls a 3. It rolls the lowest of the defense, so well, Yuki's out. Mark was an okay lead. I guess. She can already go to a base and then It's like Popo uses an I'm in fire, but rolls a 2 anyway. So meanwhile, the seagull rolls up a 2 on her as well. So it's like evade, nothing happens. So like 2 damage. Yuki fails to revive in the first turn. Kai rolls a 3, decides on whether drawing 1 card or 2 cards. You usually want to draw 2 cards. Quick discards, there's probably something you need. Gets a 1, decides on whether to warp or a move. Rolls a 6, straight into a red panel. Rolls a 7 against a Robo Ball, but the Robo Ball rolls a 5. Meanwhile, rolls a 5 itself and then deals 2 damage to Mark. There's a lot of the critters are really defending themselves well here. You know, Kai rolls another 1 yet again and actually takes out the seagull. Okay. Charity and Miracle come into play here. And then Mark goes ahead and tries to take out Kai, but the Kai does evade and rolls a 3 against Mark. See what this gets us. Oh, okay, so there's 1 damage. Mark tries to take out the chicken and succeeds in that. Popo has moved 2 and decides to try to take out Mark here. Rolls a 5 though, so that's definitely not what you want to see when you're just 1 HP, especially as Mark. So Popo comes to backstab people once again, and then tries to attack Kai as well. Kai rolls a 2 anyway, so it's like okay, and then Popo evades. Now trying to take out the Robo Ball himself and takes it out. Wow. Popo had a lot of time, a lot of good stuff in that turn happening.
Bye.
So now Kai uses a dash and rolls a 7. He chooses either to go to a base or to a miracle card panel. He chooses to go to a miracle card panel. Has 5 cards, just needs to decide which ones she wants to take out. Now Mark fails to revive in the first turn, and now he's immediate subspace tunnel, level 1 subspace tunnels, and then straight into the drop panel, which fortunately only drops 3, but still. Kai decks out the Robo Ball. Mark revives in the second turn. Popo rolls into its own into the heat, which I believe someone set up there.
Neppy.
And a Robo Ball rolls a 5 on a -3 Popo, so it's like really dangerous here. Forced to defend just to not get taken out there. Rolls
It lists
5
who plays the card in the bottom right.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay. It's so small though.
Well, you just have your mouse over it, so.
Yeah, I know. Mark rolls back and will actually try to take out Popo here, which is a wise decision, but she does roll high. Oh, she rolls 6 twice, and then Mark takes 3 damage. And then Seagull lives, and then the Seagull rolls a 3. She has the force to evade, and she actually evades. Okay, so we're still good there. Funnily enough, there's like Popo has actually 4 wins like Mark does, so there's a huge advantage in wins there. He draws 2 cards, and this time Yuki has no friend. Kai's behind everyone, so she can't hunt anyone here. You can see here. This move a 1, which puts her right behind Popo. Depending on the move here. Oh, rolls a 5 though. Chicken really. Oh, this evades anyway, so let's see this.
I was actually hoping to die so I could at least not give my win to player.
Now Popo just chooses to not use a card. Oh, actually moves in and tries to use an I'm on fire, going all in, and then rolls a 1 anyway. And then rolls a 6. Okay, that backfired spectacularly for Popo. Meanwhile, Yuki kills the seagull. Rolls a 4. Has to decide which of the red panels. He does go for the straight path. Robo Ball doesn't die, which and then rolls a 5 anyway. Wow, these creatures have been giving a lot of 6s towards our players here. Kai charging up her RNG doesn't work. The charity gives 4 cards to both Kai and Yuki. Rolls a 1 for 4 panels, so that's... Yuki has star advantage, but still level 1, so let's see here. Well, most of them are level 1, so... This chapter 11, so which is kind of surprising. Mark does move into a red panel with a chicken, which lives actually, and then chicken rolls a 2, forced to evade, and then gets wrecked. Popo fails to revive in the second turn. He has to choose between dropping, warping, or moving. So chooses to move and rolls into a drop anyway. Drop 12! Yuki drops 12, which is kind of heartbreaking because that Stars isn't going anywhere except the Abyss, so that's gonna set him back. But he still has the star. She still has the star advantage, so I guess that's cool. This is a passionate research. Does not find anything. Mark fails to revive on his first turn. Popo fails to revive on his third turn. Yuki just walks past the 2 sleeping girls. Decides to move or to warp. Decides to warp behind them. Now Kai is thinking, oh, he rolls a 5 and chooses either to drop or she has a lot of options here. Chooses to move instead and rolls into the drop panel anyway. Gets the average of 7. Popo revives on her 4th turn. Mark still has to revive in the 2nd turn. Yuki has to. Okay, so she does go for the hunt, but only rolls a 2. So force to the 2 damage. Then Popo deals 3. Okay, deals 2 damage back, and then kills the chicken. Okay. Kai levels up into level 3. Mark fails to revive on the 3rd turn. Popo choosing not to go to the side of her base anyway. Just feeling confident that she doesn't need the levels quite yet. And then he does put a blazing on Yuki. Just really going to really hurt depending on what roll will come here. Just get an 8 though, so that's pretty much a sure kill. Miracle Charity is right here. Mark revives on her 4th turn. Popo decides to heal, and then rolls a 4 straight into either one of those miracle yellow panels. Rolls an 8, which is pretty large. Yuki fails to revive in the 1st turn. I can move into either one of those red panels. See where this gets. She does have +3, and then take out the Robo Ball. Okay. So Popo is thinking very hard. What? No. Popo actually warps, so she does get that warp bonus. Yuki fails to revive on the 2nd turn. Mark moves into a red panel just behind Kai. Rolls a 6 right into the Robo Ball's demise. Popo is behind everyone, which is pretty good. Situation she's in, depending on what how she decides to move here. She does decide to go for the move and then straight into the yellow panel, which is pretty good. Yuki revives on her third turn. Now Kai has to decide on the same thing she decided on earlier, rolls a 6 into the red panel.
Oh, I thought I had one more stack of blazing. Oh, well.
Okay, rolls a 6 against chicken, takes it out. Mark rolls a 4. Let's choose which red panel she wants to get into. Rolls a 3 against the Seagull. Seagull rolls a 3 against Mark. Should be an easy defend. Popo rolls a 2 straight into her base. Now Yuki can roll back into Popo's slot. Decides to take it. Deals some good damage. This is 6. Deals 3 damage to Popo. Popo rolls a 4. Deals 3 damage to Yuki. High moves yet another 1.
Rolling high.
Mark decides to stop at his palm tree base, and Popo decides to warp. Gets a card for her bonus, and then walks straight into the gold chest. Popo decides to attack Seagull. Seagull evades. Seagull rolls a 3. 1/1 damage. With the warp, Yuki now resides just 4 spaces behind Kai. Decides to move straight into Popo's slot. He rolls a 4. It rolls a 1, so it's like Popo's taken out. And Yuki also decides to kill the Seagull. I rolls a 5, either, so I choose between 2 green panels, okay. Or Charity. Charity Miracle. Okay, so here and there as actually used. Decides to roll a 5 into either a ×2 panel or a ×1 panel, so it uses an Arbits for whatever reason. Oh, that's actually a pretty good use of the Arbits then. Kills the rev in his first turn. Yuki now not in front of anyone, so she's pretty forced to move a 6 right into a red panel. So let's see how he does. Seagull rolls a 6, rolls a 1. Okay, pick up the Seagull. Really high win counts here. This is a nice present to get even more cards. Nice to move right into Mark's panel. Okay. She has a lot of cards to choose from, so we'll see what happens here. Choose to use an I'm on Fire. The Kai card. And then rolls a 7 right into Kai. Gets a 6 damage.
It's okay, and wins Norma.
And then it goes to the Mark. A Mark dashes straight into a 5 panel, right into a yellow panel. Now Yuki decides has to choose which one is to roll to. It rolls straight into the level 3. It's such a green base, which was actually her own base, so it's not really a problem. High rolls a 6 for revive at the first turn. Mark rolls a 4 actually, so it's like she's in front of everyone, so there's not much action going on for her there. She's probably just collect. Yuki decides to not take out a Seagull, and then Seagull pulls a 5 on her, gets 2 damage. Kai rolls into the level 4th base. Decides to draw 1 card instead of 2. Wait, that's cheating. You can't see the ×2 on the green panel with that palm tree in the way. rolls in right behind both Popo and Kai. Kai draws 2 more cards. I thought Pot of Greed is banned, but whatever.
What?
Mark rolls into her own base. Cloud of Seagulls straight into Mark, so that reduces her to 1 HP. She's fine though, there's no one behind her. Popo has to decide what to do here. Gets a meme, gets hammered, draws 2 cards. Yuki rolls straight into the 4th base. Tries to go for Stars Normal this time. Kai thinking very hard what she wanted to do. A lot of options here. Go straight into the the 2nd base. Looking for level 5. Because it is a relatively early level 5, she has to decide whether to go wins or stars anyway, which is kind of far for both of them. Choose wins this time, so she probably needs to hunt down. Mark does get dash of 8. Decides to go for the 3rd base. Goes for Windstormer and then Subspace Tunnel for level 4 Popo, so that gives her a card. And then rolls straight into a base. Oh wait, no, that's level 2 Popo. Now she's level 3 Popo. Yuki uses Pudding to heal him twice, and then she has to decide on which boss panel she wants to go to. That's really not what you want to happen at this time, but it's orange juice. She has to okay, but use Arbus to defend himself. Shifu Robot takes 1 damage and then rolls an 8 on her. At least she survives though, he gets 3 HP. I lays a trap on the 2nd base. Now has to decide which boss panel she wants to go to. Goes for the off-path boss panel, deals 1 damage. Rolls a 4. Actually defends, so this gets 1 damage, so it's pretty okay. Now Mark has to deal with the boss herself. Deals 1 damage. Rolls a 4. Okay, so just 1 damage each. Another Subspace Tunnel. Oh, rolling back into... Oh, okay, try to nuke Yuki. Rolls a 5, wow! And then Yuki rolls a 5 in defense and then rolls a 3, okay. So 1 damage each, and then she does go for the boss panel this time. Now Shifu Robot rolls a 6, so that's a +2. Let's see if Popo can survive this. She does not. Popo is really lagging behind at the levels here, so he's got to manage that.
Using passionate research when there's 1 or 2 cards left in the deck.
Kai decides to heal herself just to get the damage out. Gets a yellow panel out behind Mark. You know, Mark has to decide, has to be careful because there's a Kai behind her, but rolls a 1 anyway. So let's see what this gets her. Yuki rolls back into the boss panel again. Oh, but take out the boss for 3 damage. Kai goes super all-out mode, rolls a 3, not enough to get...
Oh, come on.
And uses her super all-out mode stock to a Robo Ball, which doesn't even die. And gets rolled a 5 on, and then she dies. That's gonna keep her out of the game for a few turns.
I don't know why anyone would play this.
Mark's back into where she was. There's a yellow panel, so Mark is still safe for this time. Yuki has 1 HP and is behind everyone, so she's got to be careful. Now she removes a 3 straight into either of the green panels, so she's pretty safe because she's 6 spaces away from both Mark. No, she's 6 spaces away from Mark, 7 spaces away from Popo. Mark decides to either warp or okay, draws 2 cards this time. Popo will fail. Popo revives on the 3rd turn. Yuki now decides to put a trap on the 2 times panel. So decide where to go. Okay, chooses to get the stars. And into her own section of the her own bases section. Kai walks straight into the red panel. Does not take out the seagull.
Really?
Seagull rolls a 4. Treasure chest, miracle, and charity in effect. Dashing for Mark rolls a 3 anyway, which is kind of funny.
Come back here.
And then Mark rolls 4 dice for a 13 move, straight into to her own base to heal. So Popo will decide to not stop on her base. And then super all out mode straight into a 7 into the seagull. Okay.
7 gold in another way.
Yuki does roll to her base, now gives her level 5. She has now 236 stars. I decides to hunt Popo down. Rolls a 5. Rolls a 1, so that's 4 damage. 3, okay. Decide to kill the Robo Ball this time. Mark decides to dash once more. Also 7 has
Mark, you can't run forever.
Warp or a move panel, and then moves straight into the 4th base, so that gives her another heal. Subspace tunnel for level 3 Popo, so that gives her stars back for using that move. And then walks straight in front of Yuki, 2 panels. Yuki uses long distance shot straight into Popo. Rolls a 1, so it doesn't reach her anyway. And then loses her own super all out mode stock. Meanwhile, Mark is still taking her precious time collecting stars on a Winds Norma. Popo rolls a 6. She can actually go to either. Okay, surprisingly, she does not go for the level. Yuki uses an extend. Rolls 2, either into a move or a warp. Goes into a move right into a drop panel of 2. Okay, but she does still have 200 stars though.
Is that a warp move? I can't see.
No, it's not. So Mark decides to nuke Yuki to keep her down for a few turns. Super all out mode right into a seagull. Uses subspace, so Popo use subspace tunnel straight into another warp actually. Warping straight into another warp. Straight into either one of the green panels. She chooses to go to the section this time, the off path. Oh, and then Yuki revives her to extend. Mark rolls a 4. Decides to go to the bottom part, the off path. Deals 5 damage to Seagull, or as she calls it, Kamome-san. And then it hits by an invasion, so... Oh, and then a Shaker rolls a 5 on her, and then... Yuki, feel free Yuki to draw 2 cards here. Kai does a warp move straight into a seagull panel, does not connect, and rolls a 7 into, you know, what always happens.
I'll just wait here for a little bit for you guys to come over here. and then I'll attack.
Mark has only one target for this, so she's forced to actually use that on her, and then drops. Gets stretches, drops 9 anyway. Popo fails to revive. Yuki heals, so she does 1 damage. Okay. Yuki has decided on which miracle panel she wants to go to. She does go for the off path this time. Seagull rolls a 4 on her.
Yuki is afraid of it.
But
she's in front of me.
Oh, but Yuki now down. So now Seagull is now holding. I believe that's more than 120 stars. Now Popo revives on that turn. Yuki does not revive on her first turn. Aya doesn't revive on her second turn. Mark moves into a blue panel. Rolls a 1 straight into a green panel. Okay, so Popo moves once and then gets hit by heat. Decides to go wins normal because she's been racking up all those accidental wins here and there. Which is kind of weird because I'm pretty sure Popo 9 wins? Oh well.
How very convenient.
I'm on fire, but rolls a 1 anyway. Yuki only does 1 damage and then rolls a 7 on her. Does 2 damage, gets a heal. So they all dealt something like 1 damage each, and then Popo decides to go for wins normal here. Yuki's trying to get her star advantage back. Rolls a 5 into a panel, so that's good. Deciding what she wants to do. He actually uses blazing to start his stacks, and then tries to assault a heat debuff Popo. Let's see where this gets us. Rolls an 8. In order for Popo to survive, she needs to roll. Oh, she actually rolls a 5. Wow! And then deals 2 damage to Popo. Then Mark warps behind both of them, and then very nice pudding. It heals her 6. Looks like Popo's gonna live at least another time. Popo moves another 6. She decides where she wants to go. Gonna roll to a base or a green panel. Goes for the double green panels this time. Pulls a 4 into either of those yellow panels. It's a 4. Passionate Research does not get anything. Moves a 1 into either move or a warp. Goes for the move instead. Rolls a 5 into the third base. Nice present, so it's like a full hand for Mark here. And then heat, so it's like there's a -1 Mark. -1 defense Mark, and then Yuki's behind her. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting scenario. And then here and there, switch cards around. Rolls a 5. Trying to take advantage of her wins here. Final battle. Okay. She really needs to get this win anyway, so I can't blame her. And then Yuki loses this battle. Popo still is 1 win away from having to clear her next normal though. I'm contemplating whether to go to the 4 or try hunt Mark here. Decides to go to that panel, completely forgetting that Mark is actually in heat. That sounded wrong, but whatever. So now they're all piling up there, and now Kai has no friends. Popo wondering what she should do here. Now the seagull straight into Kai, so that's gonna delay her turns and allow everyone some turns to go and move right out of the way. It's pretty amazing.
I was setting up an ambush to bully you. I show my love by bullying.
A nice jingle actually. Get into one of the panels here and then gets a 1 into the green panel. Okay. Subspace tunnel for more cards. Rolls a 5 into another warp. Rolls a 5 into another warp. Rolls a 4 into either a red panel. That's a level 1 seagull. This seagull does have 120 stars. Does not take it out and rolls a 7 on her. OJ life. Now she has to discard 2 cards. Does not revive on the first turn. That seagull, that clouded seagull card really allowed him to run away from Kai, so that's gonna delay her turns for quite a while. Popo now thinking what to do. Okay, goes a pudding, heal back to full HP. Really good timing for all those puddings. Decides to draw 2 cards here. Revives on her 4th turn. Kai does not revive on her 3rd turn. Mark actually going for wins here, so he gets some stars and 2 cards. Depending on what cards Mark gets here, she could actually go for the win. Yugi rolls into a base, not what I needed this time. Kai is back in action. Oh, Mark actually goes for a dash. Straight into... Oh, okay. It's actually free to just use any of those 2 panels. Oh, but decides to go for Kai anyway. Then you're gonna arbit just to make sure that she doesn't get taken out. Rolls a 5 on her. Okay, revives here and then draws 2 cards. Surprising because she could have Mark could have just went into one of the ×2 enemy panels and then just nabbed their last 2 wins there. Now long distance shot will actually now delay Mark's journey into her own base.
Oh, I appreciate that, but why?
So that you don't get, I guess, so that you don't get the kill.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's actually it's actually funny because Lanai is clearly in a huge disadvantage here, but you know, he's just messing up everyone anyway, so no one's winning.
I mean, he's getting into the spirit of Popo.
That's very true. Okay, so decides to move two spaces and then does not get anything out of it. Maybe just a heal. Mark doesn't revive. Mark, Yuki, and Kai sitting at 14 and then just goes for another warp, subspace tunnel right into another warp. Plants a trap and then goes for either of the red panels he has available. Decides to go for this one and that's a Robo Ball. Oh, 1. Okay. So now Kai, 3 cards, just Yuki in front of her with like 5 spaces. Let's see what she decides to do here. Decided to plant a trap on the 1 on the first base. decides to battle Yuki anyway. She does need those last 2 wins, but only deals a 4. Defends only 1 damage and then rolls a 5 on her, and then no! Now Yuki not only has 200 stars, she also has 14 wins, but she did commit a and then another subspace tunnel. Rolls a 4 straight into the base and get Mimi's hammered. Okay, heals it back.
Is this it?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's it. That's it.
Good.
Ooh. Congratulations.
That's it. This is why no one likes Yuki.
Yuki is just a jerk. Kai at least displays bullying. Displays love by bullying. Good night.
Randomizer.
Oh boy, is Zeki gonna join?
You wanna join Pi? No.
Let me see. Did you complete all your daily challenges?
Yeah,
Zek?
I'm done. My next one refreshes in like 2 hours still, so I don't really need.
Oh, I have to play as No Name or Sora, so let me try that out.
Okay. I can like at least try to teach out to play Sora, but I suck at Sora, so oh well.
Ready up.
So they are going to play at, I forgot what this field is named in English. White
Winter.
White Winter, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, Shiroi. Okay. Field events are actually Freeze, Charity, and Treasure, so... Okay. I think my mic dislodged, wait. Good? Good, OBS please, the hell. Okay, I think we're good. We are getting to the match, so we have Aru Scramble, Starbreaker, Sora, and Mark on the field. Field is White Winter. It's a very, very active field, large field with a lot of active panels and a few freeze panels. Okay, sorry, back to the match. Starbreaker failed to take out a Robo Ball. Gets 2 damage by the Robo Ball. That field when the Robo Ball deals more damage than you. Sora decides to move straight into a warp, into another move, warp. Drops 1. Okay.
I'm back.
Our Scramble decides to not go to Mark and just draw 1.
I'm probably not going to be playing very well.
Yeah, you're not like.
I just scrambled together random cards pretty much.
Oh well, it's just, you know, get hyper, roll 6. So Aru actually decides to not go in and go for other move, but only moves one right into a chicken panel. Also 2 evades. Okay, that should be an easy evade. Starbreaker has no friends, and it's taking a while to move back into everyone's positions down in the southeast. The east, I'm sorry. Chris must beat this though. I mean, sure, I'll be biased and say that, you know, Aru's gonna evade that, but whatever. Ah, shit my words, man.
Oh, sorry, I was tabbed out.
Oh, okay. She does heal herself, so she just moves forward right into a drop panel, drops 3. Starbreaker trying to remove the snow out of her eyes. Go for a dash. 8 moves straight into... She has a lot of panels she can move to here. I mean, obviously she's gonna go to the red panel. She kind of needs to. But let's see what damage she deals. An 8 on the chicken, so that's gonna be a sure kill. Oh, the Sora takes out chicken. Why always chicken? Oh yeah, actually he just got that dice earlier today. Moves a 3 straight into her base so that she wants to heal. Okay, makes sense. Starbreaker heals herself. Oh, Starbreaker can actually do an incredible round around the entire map she wants to. What? Okay, fine. So Starbreaker does decide to battle Sora. Is this like, what, Sora stage 6? Is it? It will be? Nah, not just yet. And then she rolls straight into a base. And then Sora stuns down Starbreaker this time. Now this looks like Sora stage 6. But uses Arbits though, so she's not gonna live anyway. Mark decides to keep hunting down Aru. Rolls a 7. Rolls a 7, and now Mark does not level up because it's not enough stars. Does not arrive in the first turn. Starbreaker shades look like shit. Does not revive in the first turn. Tries to draw a blue chest here. Let's see, just Sora does have 5 cards. Oh wow, we actually did revive it this turn. So like Starbreaker, but Sora will move out of the way. So Starbreaker is not in front behind anyone right now. Let's see what Mark decides to do here. Actually move warps and away from everything. I mean, that makes sense. Starbreaker just pretty much wrecked everything, so, you know, it doesn't surprise me. Starbreaker has no friends. Our rolls into a move panel, straight into a yellow panel, so that's kind of a good move. Starbreaker decides to draw one. Now, Sora is actually going to roll into a base, getting her to level 2.
And choose the wrong Norma.
Oh, well, you'll get 30 anyway, so that's fine. So Mark actually decides to attack Sora here. I don't know why protagonists hate each other, but let's see here. Also 2, okay, they both deal 2 damage to each other. Mark does heal though. So Aru rolls a 3 into a drop panel, drops 4. Still not... That drop 4 does put her back below 10 stars. Sora is gonna keep moving. Rolls a 5 straight into... decides not to attack Aru. Uses an very early extend. Okay, so all the events I think happened. Yeah, pretty much. We do see Santa's gift circling around Aru right now though. So
Merry Christmas.
so she gives a level 1. She gives a level 1 card to Sora. It shoots Aru in the back, and then drops a panel. She doesn't really need that. So now Sora is actually going to use the dash. She probably just received that.
Why do you hate bunnies?
She will heal there, and then more heals. Mark moves into a yellow panel. Okay, so pretty much not that much going on in that turn. Oh, Aru can draw a card here, but cannot distribute it because of lack of levels. Starbreaker will not stop at his base because she does not have enough wins just yet. Sora draws something. They've all been drawing cards today. And Mark drops even more stars. It's like she's keeping low stars, but she's on wins Normus anyway, so she's probably looking for the stars just so she can use her hyper. So now with the level 2, she does give a level 2 card straight to Starbreaker. Sets a trap there. Goes for a red panel right into... Oh, an 8 though, so that's... Yeah, see, she does take out a Robo Ball. She now can level up to level 3 if she wants to. Okay, so draws a card there. Nothing much to say here. So Aru... Now deciding which move she wants. She wants to warp actually. Cannot distribute a card just yet. Gets the golden chest and then hunts down another Robo Ball. Rolls a 4 this time. Probably not going to take it out. Okay, so rolls a 1. Sora rolls a 5 straight into a red panel. So you see this attack and then does not take it out. Defense this time deals 2 damage, so Sora is at 1 HP. Mark will once again roll a yellow panel. Oni wins Norma because that's how this game goes. Rolls a 6 and then but she does live anyway, so Her Santa's gift is pretty safe. Does not take out the chicken, surprisingly enough.
Smart.
Okay, so it's actually final surgery. Okay. That's really that's something you didn't really want to expect this time.
I just wanted people to have a Merry Christmas.
I and 2 out of 4 were at 1 HP, so
Like, yeah.
I guess defeating myself was worth it.
I mean, if you wanted to protect your stars, that actually makes sense. Actually, that does make sense. Now you're behind everyone. I was like, your stars are protected.
Why does everyone hate bunnies? I don't understand.
Mark hunting here, and Aru moves a 3, which is actually pretty bad. She actually moves. She has to move to either a red panel and then just does this anyway. So let's see here. Actually, goes for a rainbow circle, just so she doesn't end up behind. And then Mark rolls a 5. Okay, that's good. Roll willing to drop anyway. Okay, so Mark actually decides to heal this time. Rolls a 3 straight into not her base because she does not have enough wins. Rolls a 3 again and then gets another Santa's gift.
At this much health, this is fantastic.
Yeah, that's
what I wanted.
And then Starbreaker rolls into her own base, exactly into her own base. Then moves a 1, so it's like, I don't know why these two Sora characters are just getting it on by themselves, but whatever. Okay, so extend mode for Mark once again. Really not ashamed to use her stars just to keep buffing herself. So now move out of the way and then gets 2 Santa's gifts. Okay, so Starbreaker decides to attack Sora this time. Rolls a 6. Defends okay, gets a 1, and then rolls a 7 on Starbreaker! She needs a 5 if she wants to live. Oh, but she gets a 1. Sora's on a tear right now with 111 stars, but oh, and then walks on, I guess that was Starbreaker's assault. Rolls a 6, Mark rolls a 6 straight into a 5 drop, okay. Try to decide, okay, decides to stop in her own base. For 2 HP straight in front of Mark. Oh, but distributes a card to Mark anyway. So Sora draws 1, Mark does not actually, okay. Go for it.
Mark couldn't because she has Santa's gift.
Oh yeah, you're right. And now you have 3 Santas. Wow, that's brilliant.
I guess I'll just hoard these hypers.
Yeah, and then lose all of them in one turn, like right now. You'll pull a chicken that rolls a 5 on you. Oh, you pull a Robo-Ball. Never mind. Okay, fine. Okay, so Sora actually dashes.
Oh, now I die.
Oh, wow, Sora's too nice. She can't do that. Well, to be fair, Sora did want the level, so I guess that makes some degree of sense. Mark moves into another drop panel. Okay, and then gives a level 1 card to Sora. Draws another card, so now it's just discard 2. Sora uses her own extend. Okay, it moves 1. Okay, but back into a gold panel. So getting a lot of stars there, and Mark is still stuck and drawing cards, not really getting anything. Aru moves into level 4 into the third base. So now we do get level 4 here, and the boss will spawn next turn. Sora decides to move. Rolls 1 into a chicken and rolls a 5. It's not take it out. Rolls a 1. Should be evade. Okay. Starbreaker moves into a heal she doesn't really need, and then into a move warp, straight into either a gold panel or okay. That's actually fine. Although she is in range of Mark's attack though, so Mark does go for it. 5-2, okay, 2 damage, 3. I guess there's not much. Okay, defense in 7, and then gets another move. I rolls a 4. She could give that, and then she'll probably discard. Oh, okay. She gave. Oh, okay. She gave something really weird to Starbreaker.
Yep, for free.
Starbreaker is like 6 cards. Oh, because you gave away 3 cards. Okay, you gave away 2 cards. I mean. I just discarded 3. Okay, she does decide to attack Aru. Okay, so that all the Santa's gifts are now gone, and she does get.
That's okay. Thanks for the full heal. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Mark does have 4 wins, still not enough to get 1 level to level 4. But now Mark is behind everyone, so that's gonna be pretty good. Now Starbreaker actually decides to use an I'm on fire straight into Mark, but rolls a 1 anyway. And then rolls a 6. Has to defend this one, gets 2 damage, and then warps back behind everyone. So the Sora straight into the store manager, which rolls a 4, so that should be okay. Use Passionate Research does not find anything. It actually tried to take out Sora here? Okay, so now forced to evade. Nah, that will not work. Now store manager. Let's see what he gets. Oh, is to get a roll of the 6, and does not survive it. Okay, all the extends are coming out here. Everyone reviving instantly. Rolls another move. Move 1.
Come on.
Move 2 right into a boss.
Come on.
Okay. Oh, like boss rolls a 7 and then deals 2 damage. Okay. Fortunate for Aru there. Starbreaker can choose to move into 2 of them. Let's see what this gets. Okay, she does decide to take out Sora. Let's see if she can. Okay, deals a 6, deals a 4. No. Forced to defend here, needs to take 1 damage. Okay. She also decides to try luck with Mark, and I'm not sure why you did that. It's like it's like something like you want because now she can't evade, so that's kind of weird. Sora does get to level 4 this time. Okay, so does not taken out by the store manager. please. She is going to draw one more card this time.
What? What's up? I'd actually... Okay, thanks.
Mark decides to take out Aru here, and then drops even more stars. Mark is starting to rack up all the KOs though, so let's see what happens here. Sora does use extraordinary specs. Let's see where she walks into here. She actually tries. Okay, gets a +7 straight into Mark here. That's a guaranteed 7 roll. Okay, so no one reviving in this turn for now. Starbreaker is still alone and then tries to... Okay, she actually shoot. Oh, but then she has to choose between rolling to the boss or the blue panel. She actually rolls to the boss. Okay, Starbreaker. Rolls a 1 again. And then even manager evades it and then rolls a 9 on her. Starbreaker charging up her RNG. Oh, it actually works. Okay. Sora uses another extend. Doesn't get the Norma though because she is on Wind's Norma and she is on Star's Norma. Even though in Wind's Norma though, she's still not enough. Starbreaker will actually move 2 right into the green panel this time. So he needs more cards. We haven't seen Starbreaker plant any bombs yet, so that's kind of funny.
So, I hope everyone's enjoying their cards.
Okay, so gift exchange here. Now everyone's shuffled around their cards. Starbreaker has like 3 cards to give out. Aru rolls into a panel. It's a home panel. She's 8 away from 200.
Zeki,
Yeah?
you say something about bombs?
Yes, what about it? Okay, finally. See where this takes us, okay. She'll roll a 6 either into... She has a lot of ways to go here. Let's see. Okay, so another gift exchange once more. They're stripping around their cards and let's see where this gets them. Okay, Sora decides to roll into a boss and Axel Hyper! To roll a 9! Oh, not enough!
Has the boss killed anyone?
So Mark moves just into a yellow panel. So Aru's sitting comfortably away from everyone, so that's kind of a pretty good situation for her. She just needs to roll right to her base, which is actually in front of her. And the freeze, okay. Oh, and that almost guarantees that win. Yeah, that's pretty much it. A freeze into a dash. Wait, I called rigged though. Charity was set up in this match, and then you play Aru scrambled on white winter.
Charity is a default on this map.
Did you put what? Treasure default?
No, it was automatically set to.
Yeah, okay.
So I didn't have to put it.
Alright, I get it. What time is it? It's 2 PM. Okay, fine. Okay, so yeah, it's 1 p.m. It's what? You're kidding me, right? Okay, apparently it doesn't matter if it's 1 p.m. We haven't slept yet. Okay, fine. Ow, my ears are dead. Excuse me. You have Sora, Nanako, Popo, and Mark in this match this time. Nanako rolls in. And this is Popo is sleeping. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna alt tab for now. Oh, finally, we back in there.